Hello, darlings. Hello, my pretties. Okay. Hello, internet. Hello, viewers. Hello, those who are tuning in once more. Hi. How are you? Just wanted to ask. I hope you're doing good. Unlike me. Yeah. So this is my second video now in this format. A reason that I didn't mention in the first video I did of this, of why I'm doing the video journal thing, is that I can't really talk to people. No one really likes listening to me, and I feel very, very unloved. If I try to talk to people, I usually can't get my point across very well, and I struggle a lot, like a lot, talking to people about how I feel and my real interests. I have a lot of weird interests that everyone thinks are really weird. Well, that looks freaky on camera. I've got a whole bunch of bags hanging on the door in the background, and it looks like a figure. It scared the shit out of me. But yeah, so this is me talking about anxiety and not feeling important in the slightest. For a while now, things like my birthday have been ignored. Not by my family, no. And a few of my friends still remember. It's more like I have a lot of extended family, and they always ignore my birthday. And you might think, okay, they probably just don't remember, or you probably haven't told them enough, or they don't care. But you would think that, but I have a younger brother, and they always show up for his birthdays, no matter what. They always wish him a happy birthday, even if they don't show up and bring him gifts. They go on WhatsApp, they go on the phone, they message my mom and say, hey, I hope your son has a great birthday. Oh no, not the older one. He can go fuck himself. The little one, the fat ass. Yeah, the fat one, yeah. Let him know that we said happy birthday. Yeah, I never got a single message like that. Ever. From them. His birthday has always been more important than mine, and I know he's a kid. I can't be too angry at him, even though I am a horrible brother. I can't be too angry at that. I'm not angry at him, I'm just angry at them. Extended family, as in, yeah. And I do feel very, very ignored. I feel like I'm ignored a lot. Also, by the way, I'm sitting in front of my toilet. Not on the toilet, I'm sitting on a chair, but in front of the toilet, the doorway to the toilet. Yeah. I've tried telling my friends about stuff like that before, and they're usually supportive. And it's just like lately, I don't want to talk to them about it anymore. In general, I don't want to talk to anyone anymore. Because it feels like talking to a wall sometimes with myself. It's like talking to a wall. And I think a lot of people are like that. I have a lot of friends who don't bother. I have a lot of friends who, if I do message them and talk to them about my problems, they don't know what to do, and I don't blame them for that, really. And I'm not here to talk to whoever's watching this, either. I'm just here to do what I want on YouTube, just to have fun. And vent, because I like it. I like talking. But lately I don't feel very welcome to talk to my friends. I don't know why. But it's been like that for a while now, and I've never really felt, I always had a little voice in the back of my head telling me, they don't like you, they're not your real friends, they're lying, they're only acting like your friends just because you go to school with them. and I was in a tiny school, still in a tiny school. Basically, what happened is that I was in a normal public government primary school from grade 1 to grade 7. And then when I tried applying for high school, my entire application was just ignored. Like, it didn't process in the system for some reason. And it happened to a lot of people. It was like a glitch in the system itself. And it was very confusing, so I ended up not going to a normal high school. I went to a school run on a curriculum called IMPAQ, IMPAQ, which is basically homeschooling, just at a center. And that center I went to, it was fun. I don't have any complaints, really, because I know some people who go to that center to watch my videos. But I'm gonna complain anyway. We did a lot more fun things than when we worked, that's all I'm gonna say. But now I'm going to another center. Also, it was like so far away from my house, the old one. It was so far away, I had to get a transport. And thankfully, one of my friend's fathers, really cool dude, actually, runs a transport company and lives in a very nice place. So I would take a lift with them, and they would pick up a whole bunch of other kids, and I would always be the last one to go home. We would leave about, like, the school day would end around 15 past 2 to 2 p.m. And then we'd wait a couple more minutes to get picked up, and then I'd get home at 4 o'clock, which annoyed the ever-loving shit out of me. And yeah, when the third term ended, I just left. My parents found a better center that was closer. I do get more work down there as well. It's closer, and it's like just down the street. Like, it's insane. And I do have to admit, I made a lot of friends in the old center, though. Like, a lot of friends that I'll probably know for a long time, and I don't really have the biggest social circle. I have no real intention of broadening the social circle at all. Not in the slightest. And now that I'm in that new center, I find it very difficult to be myself. Not only is it it's a lot smaller than my old one, and it's got a lot more older people there that are older than me, and I'm very intimidated by them. And I do have a lot of acquaintances there, but I'm not sure if they think I'm an acquaintance or not, and I'm very anxious, and I'm continuously telling myself that nobody likes you and things like that. So, I used to talk a lot in my old center. I used to be very talkative. I'm still quite talkative at home. I talk to myself a lot. And it's like silence nowadays. To the point where all I do is scream as soon as I come home. As soon as my grandmother picks me up, the first thing I do is after I eat lunch and stuff, and I don't get homework there. That's one thing I like about the center. I get so much work done that I don't really have homework ever. I never had homework there. So yeah, I don't do homework. I don't get any homework, so I just study if it's exam time. And relax, go on my phone, which is starting to become very horrible for me. I have not been that quiet since grade 6 and 7, because I remember in grade 6, I was unbelievably awkward. I had to get back into the swing of going to school again. And we went to school every second day because of the COVID restrictions. We still wore masks. And I have a skin condition called eczema. If I remember correctly, it's like where your skin continuously grows. Like, it grows extra layers of skin faster than what it should. Therefore, the skin that grows over becomes dead and flaky and dry and itchy. And it was never really a problem in life until 2020, where I became unbelievably scared of getting my hands dirty, getting sick, and touching things that would get me sick and make me unhealthy. And I think I've developed a real bad case of OCD from it, because I am unbelievably OCD about touching things nowadays. I hate touching objects. I don't like. I don't even like hugging my brother because he's always dirty. Every time I ever touched him, he's sticky and dirty and like full of crap. I hate it, and I get unbelievably OCD. So, a lot of the time in 2020, I would spend a lot of my time washing my hands. And if I wash my hands, yeah, I'm supposed to, but I did it an unbelievably excessive amount. I'm so angry at myself about it. But it made my hands unbelievably dry, and it brought the eczema back in full swing, worse than it's ever been. And it's horrible. It was so dry at one point that if I moved my fingers or my hands or my wrist, it would immediately tear open and bleed uncontrollably. I mean, that's been happening to me lately nowadays. I keep relapsing back to it. I know relapse is a bad word, and a weird word to describe the situation, but every time I think my hands are getting better, my skin is getting better, it's on my feet too. It's on my feet, it's on my legs, it's behind my knees especially, so I can't walk half the time. And I've become very obsessed with putting on moisturizer every 2 seconds as well. I have used hundreds of moisturizers in my life. It's been so many years, I don't know, 4 years, I don't know, since 2020. I don't care. And I've used, I don't know how many brands of moisturizer, I don't know how many tubs I've gone through. Big tubs. Big, huge, massive tubs of aqueous cream that usually only last me half a year. I hate my skin. But back to what I was talking about first. I would go to school, grade 6, and the first question I got asked is, what happened to you? Why do your hands look like that? Why are you like this? Because it looked like it looked like I had leprosy. And if you don't know what that is, basically it's where your skin rots and decays. And for a while I did think I had leprosy, even though I obviously didn't. There was a point where my middle knuckle on my right hand completely cracked open, to the point where I could see bone. And it's healed. It's healed a lot. It's healed an unbelievable amount. And because of the amount of times I've washed my hands and moisturized my hands, they become all wrinkly. Every time I've ever seen my hands or taken a photo of my hands, which is weird, but I have, funny enough, it looks like the hands of a 70-year-old man. And it makes me very depressed that my skin can never look normal. I can just never look normal. Makes me very, very sad, actually. And I genuinely don't want to bother with it anymore. I have horrible anxiety problems. I get depressed very easily. I spend almost all my time alone in my room, and it's a very sad experience. But yeah, grade 7 is where I became less depressed, but more numb than anything else. Like, you know when you do stuff, I don't know if everyone feels like this, but when you do stuff and you do certain things and you're in a certain area, or you smell something, or you eat something, or you consume some form of media, you get a feeling, you get a certain feeling that nothing else gives you, like certain indescribable feeling in your chest, and you know what it is, almost like nostalgia, but I don't feel that anymore, and it's weird. I used to get that every time I did something. But I think last year it stopped. Excuse my burp, I burped. But it stopped. It's very sad, and I'm very numb, and I'm very, very empty. I feel like I'm just it feels like it's an empty rib cage. I don't have lungs, I don't have a heart, that's what it feels like. God, I sound emo. Fucking hell. But yeah, I feel very lonely. That's it, in summary. Thank you if you watched this. This is entry, I guess it's entry 1, technically, of my video journal. And thank you. Thank you for watching a 15-minute video of me ranting. Fuck. I'm looking at the numbers down there. It's very long. I'm sorry. This has probably been very boring for you. But to those who watched, thank you. Thank you so much. This actually means a lot to me. Hope you have a great day. Like, genuinely, I hope you all have a great day. And goodbye.